Dinke Dress Association, Nyamitiasi Association for Kosa, Goshen for Mikan, Nkunim Mikan Foundation, Bunu East, Techiman Magazine Workers and Fitters Association, Ghana Barbers Association, Bunu East Region, PWD Techiman, Adepajama Group. Afei, Mpenjinfo a His Excellency, Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia Hobaye, ena yebabe yinedi atremo. Choboy. Okay. Yawo MP, our Pru West constituency, Honorable Stephen Jalula. Yawo parliamentary candidate for Senate West, Joe Kuma McKay. Yawo, the senior advisor to the Vice President, Chairman Fred Oweri. Campaign manager for His Excellency Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia, the Honorable Opare Ansa. Yawo MP for Afichasi Asokore, the coordinator for the Middle Belt campaign, the Honorable Nanayao, a free year. Afe, Richie Imunina, the Odayano, the regional minister, Honorable Kwesi Edu Jen. Yawo, the regional chairman for Bunu East region, the Honorable Ibrahim Baba Bukari, the game changer. Afe, Yawo, the host MP Abrantie, MP Newade, MP Kota, the member of parliament for Techiman South, the Honorable Martin Ajay Mensa Kosa. Choboy, Afe, Papa, Odi Amabunu, Ewa Hengina Babesia, Obu Ghana Nina Mabunu, Yefreno Road Master, Yefreno SM for Life, the National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Salam Mustafa. Afe, Party Yenina, ya Papa, the Odayano, the Odiako Brekietino, the party chairman, Stephen Ayesu Ente. Choboy, the parliamentary candidate for Nkranza North, Harriet Chamatewa. Harriet. Nkranza South. Techiman North parliamentary candidate, the Honorable Marty Oti Jacob. The Hajj Board Chairman, the Honorable Ben Abdallah is here. Afe baby anyadi. Baby ayedru no ehona de. Sankofa Yenchi, the Honorable Paul Chung, Doma East MP. Okay, Obianyadi, free SHS, Papa, digitalization, Papa, God for oil, Papa, Nene Warfare, Owen Monyam, Owen Hobrasia. Otieni Pakasa, Munye Dede, the leader of our party, the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Papa now Obreki Eitino, our vice president, your vice president, in the name of Jesus. Inshallah, the incoming president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency, Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia. Choboy, Sabre, Yadamase, Yabetu Yansa, Neyafre, the host MP Kota, the Techiman South, Member of Parliament, Honorable Martin Ejaimensa Kosa. Choboy, boy. Choboy, Anna, Yaya dear, Yama Dr. Bawumia Hunsa, ni campaign na opese 2024. Odisha emebunu sano, Yaya ready pa. Na Dr. Yobia, we are singing penasem. Obia su wo de entra penasem. Oyobia emebunu sem eda na kuma so onya akwanya sem mampanya bedi achie wanguni ho anim ase na dwuma yeso ani ena me ne oni Ghana man nyina diso faso ose yemma na kwanya no bekita ade no na de waye no obeye ho eti ye nyina yebeye asutie ni etie nsempa ode baaye na yewia na kasafo no ede de beka ka ho ye bubodi no ye referee Kintampo North PC kola honorable ha mobi anhwao eti yeda se yenya sutie na yenhwe program no medamu nyina ase nyamisha mu nyina Choboy, afei, dio bobo mabunu e wakana hanyina no. Ono ena bobo yenyina no mayabesia. Mumfa dede ye Asia, the national youth organizer of the new patriotic party, SM for Life. It's a movement. Salam Mustafa. Choboy, me feel mo crowd. Sister Excellency, abana be me akọ down sana. Mo ye sheki ana Excellency be hu se ye sheki hakakra ansa na odu ha no. Ana be wa. Choboy. Yo Miniano, Midamonyina say, morale, moya fantastic. One love. Midamonyina say, Namishra Munina, Masem tia pa, Asredia, and Amidbesimunina, Menim. Electoral Commission has started limited registration exercise. And then ending the 4th day. Me power chow, ha. When you register here, me power cho look for the nearest district electoral commission office. Natural within. So we hear more. Me power cho your constituency officers are on bet me bow now natural within to be part of the voters registration process. Choboy, me no muntie. Sir, Whooper Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Sem. Na opesa won't abamano, not only President of the Republic of Ghana, your name must be in the voters register. Choboy, say ha now Tidie said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and I Ghana beko the next level Mpawacho Kochro would be in the voters register. Mpawacho say ha now Tidie said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the vision
Eddie Ghana, Beko Nima, Mpacho, Kochiro Wudi in the voters register. And no, and about Ebemawa Konya, now on the 7th of December, Ube Timi, Akotuaba, Edia Yi Oman Penny Pa. Oman Penny Pa. A good and a better leader. A corruptless leader. A leader with a vision. A leader who thinks. Me Pamacho, that leader is no other person than His Excellency Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia. Me Pamacho, Bebunu Ayeshiaha. I am they say we are all relatively very young people here. Maybe Muni Mapakasem, but NDC any party bet me abua Ghana. Me Pamacho, ye 3 NDC. Inti Mayan Kotu Aba, Emma NDC, Ben Hukra. Na se sabesia menewo asedie ena SSA yenko na yenko ye nti mi pamujina acho munye campaign from His Excellency Dr. Bawumia o sorry ye nyina your social media platforms just make a post a day, post the flyer of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and you will be contributing to the campaign to make the dream a reality. Choboy me be you obiedi obejina ha na wakasa tramo muntie vision. Listen to wisdom is going to speak. Umbe unse ampa omanpanyi bi ewo abadaye owo tima owo nimdie kesie a Eddie Ghana beko enim esani pakro no ono ene bobua manwi misra mu nyina yefi ha na yekwa. Let's ensure, say, the next person to speak and mount the podium is no other person but His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, and inshallah, the next President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Time, but mean, cause we don't come. I drink and cause sometimes, Satiana say you come from. Last year was a bobet. This year, the air shrimp quite, non quite, bron quite, sound quite. Over whom it
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Choboy. We have reached a moment of destiny. This year, we will be electing a new leader for the Republic of Ghana. We have a decision to make, whether to go backwards into failure or forward into transformation. I come to you as the leader and flag bearer for the new patriotic party in the 2024 election. And I'm asking you to support me so that I can help you and make your future a bright one for your particular lifetime. Why do I say you should vote for me in 2024? There are a number of reasons. But when you look at it, first of all, my main opponent, he has been president before. He has not just landed from Mars. He has been president before, and his record was one of failure. Do we want to go back to failure? Do we want to go back to failure? Virtually in every sector of the economy, we have done better than him. When we look at the road sector, we have built more roads than any other government in the Fourth Republic. Railways, we have built more railway than any other government in the Fourth Republic. You go to sanitation facilities, and we've built more than any other government. You go to classrooms, and we've built more than any other government. You go to public libraries, we've built more. You go to airports, we've built more. You go to, railways, we've built more. You go to fish landing sites, we have built more. You go to rural telephony, we have built more. You go to astroturfs, we have built more. You go to courts, we have built more. You go to bridges, we have built more. You go to interchanges, we have built more. So, and I have not even come to digitalization. I have not even come to digitalization. This is just infrastructure. And then, when you come to our social interventions, we have brought free senior high school education to Ghana. When we said we were bringing free senior high school education, my opponent said it was 419. He said it will not work. He said if he had 2 billion cedis, he would not spend it on free SHS. Well, we stuck to our vision and we implemented free SHS. And today, free SHS is working. We have increased the number of people, students in free SHS from 800,000 to 1.4 million students. And what is even more gladdening about free SHS is that now we have more girls than boys in free senior high school education. And what is even more heartening is the fact that today the performance of our students in the WACSI exams has improved tremendously. So if we had followed my opponent and his short vision, if we had followed his own vision, would we have had free SHS today? So do we want to go back to his vision about free SHS? When our students were performing so well in the WACSI exams, instead of praising them, he said they were cheating. That's why we were performing well. Were they cheating? The best 3 students in the whole of the West African exams, the whole of West Africa, the first 3 students last year came from Ghana. So we have to follow people who have vision. We don't have to follow people who think in terms of impossibilities. We think in terms of possibilities. When my opponent was in government, he abolished the nursing training allowances. And we said, we will restore the nursing training allowances. And we have restored the nursing training allowances. Can you trust my opponent with nursing training allowances? You cannot. When he was in government, he abolished the teacher training allowances. And we said we will restore the teacher training allowances, and we have restored the teacher training allowances. Can you trust my opponent with the teacher training allowances? You cannot. When we came into office, we have implemented free technical vocational education. Free technical vocational education. And we have invested more in TVET than any other government in our history. Over the last 7 years, we have spent 6 billion Ghana cedis on vocational and technical education, and we have also brought free TVET. We are moving into smart schools, and we have started distributing laptops for senior high school students. This is a government with vision, a government that wants to help. Then when you leave the education field, we have digitalized the Ghanaian economy. We have issued the Ghana card. And with the Ghana card as a student, if you want a loan, you don't need a guarantor. With the Ghana card today, if you go abroad and you lose your passport, you can take your Ghana card and board a plane and come back to Ghana. Today, if you are a child, if you give birth to a child in a hospital today and you take the child for weigh-in, that child is going to be given a Ghana card number and a birth certificate number. Today, we have implemented mobile money interoperability. You can send money between any two telcos. You couldn't do that before. You only had to send it to your own network. And now you can put money, send money between a bank account and a Momo account. Or send money from a Momo account to a bank account. Ghana is the first country in the whole of Africa to do this type of mobile money interoperability. Today, we have brought zipline drones to deliver medicines to 2,800 hospitals in Ghana. We are saving lives every day. The drones are flying on average 100 flights a day from each center. When we were bringing the drones, they said they were going to take pictures of women in their bathrooms. They didn't understand. Today, we have brought one constituency, one ambulance. Today, we have Agenda 111. We are building hospitals in every district. Very soon, they will be finishing. And we will be recruiting more nurses to send to all these Agenda 111 hospitals. Today, you can renew your national health insurance on your mobile phone. You can enroll for national health insurance on your mobile phone. You can buy electricity credit on your mobile phone. We are making life easier for all Ghanaians. We are digitalizing the economy. And that is what is sending Ghana way up in the rankings. And we are also using digitalization to bring down corruption. Today, you can see that we are investing in businesses. We are helping businesses with resources, with soft loans. In the last 7 years, we have helped 305,000 businesses with soft loans. 305,000 businesses. And now we are bringing in a new policy for all our businesses, especially in the small-scale sector, called the BizBox. 600 million Ghana cedis. I launched it just about 3 months ago, so that if you are a hairdresser, you are a carpenter, if you are any of our artisanal trades and you need a loan through the Ghana Enterprise Agency, you can get a loan for your business. So we are doing so much to help the business sector. And for people, the YEA is also going to be for 10,000 businesses. YEA is bringing up the Business Employment Assistance Program, where we can help people to get paid. They can recruit 2 people, and YEA will pay them 500 cedis a month to support the business that is hiring them. So we have done a lot. That is what I'm telling you. As a government, and as for me, as Vice President, we have done so much. My main opponent, when he was Vice President, cannot tell you one thing that he did, one policy that he brought in. Just one. Bakope ontiminchire. Just one. And so this is why I say, if I have been able to do all this as Vice President, then if you make me President, I will be able to do much, much more. We have a vision, and that vision is a bright vision for Ghana. We are going to change so much of what we are doing. We are going to invest a lot in agriculture. We are going to move from fuel to solar power for electricity generation. We are going to bring in 2,000 megawatts of solar, and that will reduce the price of electricity by 50%. By 50%. We are also going to make sure that we have internet penetration across the whole of Ghana, and also bring down the cost of data. And this is why we have recently signed an agreement with Starlink, and you will see by the grace of God that the cost of data for the internet is going to go down for all of us. We are going to help persons with disabilities. All persons with disabilities who want to go for tertiary education will have free tertiary education under my government. They will all have free tertiary education under my government. And we are going to make the process of applying for passports very simple. Very, very simple. Because the Ghana card contains all the information that you have on the passport. So when I come into office, we will bring in a new policy. If you want to apply for a passport and you have a Ghana card, you don't have to fill any form anymore. You just pay your fee and the passport will be printed for you, and then that is the end of the case. Your Ghana card is sufficient, and you will just pay the fee and they will print the passport for you. We are going to bring in a new tax system for our small businesses. Our small businesses will get a new tax system, and the whole of Ghana will get a new tax system. It will be a flat tax system. So if it is 10%, everybody knows it's 10%. For those of you who go to church, it's like your tithe that you are paying every month. So it's just a percentage of your income or your profits for everybody, so that there will be no confusion about how much tax you owe. But from next year, we are going to bring in a tax amnesty for all businesses. We'll cancel everybody's tax obligations, and we will all start from ground zero, so that we will start afresh for everybody, and all businesses will have. We are going to train the youth in ICT. 1 million youth will be trained in ICT so that you can get jobs in the IT sector as coders or software developers. 1 million youth are we going to train, and we will create more jobs. We have already created more jobs than any other government in the history of Ghana. 2.1 million jobs. 2.1. The nursing side alone, with the health sector, we've hired 100,000 personnel. The teacher sector, another 100,000. And we've hired across. And the private sector has created 975,000. So in total, we have 2.1 million jobs that we have created. And this is just in the last 7 years. So if you give me the opportunity, we are going to get into production, into manufacturing, into agro-processing, into special economic zones, into IT development, and we are going to create more jobs and jobs and jobs. Sports, the creative industries, tourism, we are going to create more jobs for all of you. And that is the most important thing for the youth as you are coming. We will get jobs and we will get a better standard of living. So please, as we go to vote, please register to vote. Please vote in December for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That is where the future is. If you vote for my opponent, he only has 4 years. That's all. 4 years. So, 4 years. Then you go on a honeymoon, and then that is bye-bye. You won't see him again. But if you go vote for me, I have a potential 8 years in office. I'll come back to you again. I'll work hard for you. I'll work hard for you. I'll work hard for you. And we will work together. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Choboya! Choboya! Asamni yoda yedede. Afei, ye papa si odomo. Enti obetie questions. Now our answer. Questions. Me pacha usa ubo udia. Now our bow school. Jama for yesremo. Se de baya ye papa bete. Yedamasi. Ubo udi. Now our bow school. Then you ask your question. Then we go 4 questions. And His Excellency is ready to answer all your questions.
My name is Abdulalim Jaria, an SC student from Techiman NMTC. The question I want to ask is, when are we getting Alawa? Since I started my school, since first year, I've not gotten Alawa until now. And I'm in my last semester now. And some of us are not being able to pay our school fees. Next week like this, we'll be writing our exams. Those who will not be able to pay their fees will be sacked. They wouldn't be allowed to write exams. So if the Alawa were given to us, they would have been able to pay their fees. So my question is, when are we getting Alawa?
Thank you. Next person.
All right. Please, I respond to the name Awini Simon, a student of Techiman Senior High School. And please, my question goes like this. We've seen that most of our students and our youth, they are in the community, most of them are unemployed. I want to ask, how is digitalization going to solve our problem of unemployment in the country?
Good question, good question, good question. How is digitalization going to solve the unemployment situation?
My name is Asokuba Morris Ayamba, Community Protection Assistant. My question is, we've been in this service, some of us 6 years now. Others are heading towards 2 years. And we all know that Community Protection Assistant is a 2-year contract. And we are worried. We all know community protection means we are helping our community, in which we are reporting criminals to the police to arrest. And my worry is, after the 2 years, Are we going back to sit in the house with these criminals? Or what is our fate after the 2 years we've been working with the police?
I'm the person of Mumuni Feruza, Theobodom Senior High student. My question is, what are your ambitions for schools who lack infrastructures?
Your Excellency, her question is, what is your ambition for schools that lack infrastructure? Thank you very much.
His Excellency, please, I'm representing the people of College of Health, Kentampo. Our own is not a question. It's something that we are drawing your attention to. Now, we have physician assistants in the house for 5 years. And in fact, I was part of the nurses leaders who negotiated with you past 7 years at the Flagstaff House. Please, we are not questioning you. Please, we know you can do. So do for us. 5 years in the house is bad. And now, please, we need, now you are confirming College of Health as University of Health. Please, when are we getting conference halls and assembly halls? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, these are the questions from the youth of Bono East region. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those questions. I think the first question had to do with when we are getting alawa for our this thing. So I think that is a question I will take to the Ministry of Finance. I wasn't sure of where you were with your alawa, but I think that I will check with the Ministry of Finance immediately I return, and I will make sure that they pay you your alawa if it has not been paid. I will push it. I'll push it for you. Then the second question was on digitalization and unemployment. And I think that the linkage between digitalization and job creation is a very, very strong one. All the data has shown that countries that digitalize grow faster. That is the current state of play of the evidence. And why does a country grow faster when it digitalizes? With digitalization, you are essentially formalizing the economy. And when you have a formalization of the economy, it means the economy is more structured. Even when about looking for a job and applying for a job, that process, if it is being done with manual systems, you will take a much longer time to hire someone or offer somebody a job. But if you have a digital process of applying for a job and getting called for an interview, just the process alone is a very different one. Then you have businesses that can use digital technology to do a lot of business, whether it's e-commerce, whether it is delivery business that people are doing. That digital technology expands the scope of the economy. It expands businesses. So then someone who is at home can sell goods on the internet through e-commerce and can hire people to deliver those goods and so on. May not have the money to go and rent a shop, but with the internet, they can sell their goods. Digitalization can also reduce corruption. And that means it saves governments a lot of money. For example, if you look at the ghost workers that we've been able to take away from SNIT and the National Service Scheme and the Controller and Accountant General's Department, that alone is saving close to 700 million Ghana cedis a year. And that is very, very huge. And that means it leaves more resources to use for the government to do other projects, which can then be able to hire more people into jobs. Digitalization also allows the payment system to work. If you have a payment system that is based on cash, then your probability of expanding the economy is very limited. But if you have a payment system that is based on electronic payments, then the economy expands. When we came into office, for example, before we did mobile money interoperability, the total amount of mobile money transactions was 78 billion Ghana cedis. Total. After doing mobile money interoperability, today in Ghana, you have total mobile money transactions of 1.9 trillion Ghana cedis. From 78 billion to 1.9 trillion. That is like a 23-fold increase. And that tells you it's a major expansion of economic activity, because that means people are paying and transferring 1.9 trillion. That supports economic activity, and that means it supports job creation. And so we believe that if you are getting an economy to be digitalized, you will have more jobs in that economy and not less jobs. There were other questions which I will also take. There was a question that we'll look at, yes, community protection assistants who are at home or who are in a job for 2 years, and the question is, what do you do after 2 years? And I think that the nature of that particular program, and I think it's a YEA program that, gives you an opportunity to get job experience, and then you apply for other opportunities that will come along. We'll talk to YEA Kofi Japan to get a bit more color on exactly what the nature of the exit program is and how we can help it to be smooth for you. Then there's the last two questions had to do with infrastructure in the schools. And that is, lack of infrastructure, lack of conference halls, and so on. That is a very, very important question. And it is something that I have been thinking a lot about. And therefore, I have a solution to this particular problem. And that solution is simple. That we should allow the private sector to do a lot more in the area of infrastructure provision in our schools. Let the private sector do a lot more. Government is trying to do too much. And because of that, we have a lot of uncompleted buildings in the schools, in the colleges, in the universities. But what government can do, and this is what I am proposing, is that if we allow if we reduce government expenditure, let's say by 3% of GDP, say 30 billion Ghana cedis, and allow the private sector rather to provide those infrastructure. If you look at Legon, you look at Tech and other places, the hostels are not built by government. They are built by the private sector. And so if we allow the private sector to build the dormitories, the conference halls, and so on, Get Fund can rent those facilities on behalf of the students for the schools. And therefore, the schools will have all the facilities. But Get Fund wouldn't have to pay such a huge amount every year to make sure they complete those facilities. We can be renting those facilities. And it's the same thing with school buses. We don't have to go and buy all the buses at a go. The private sector can provide the buses to the schools, and government can pay every month something small to the private sector, and all the schools will have the buses. So my solution is very simple and very effective. We are going to bring in the private sector to provide infrastructure, to provide equipment, so that government doesn't have to burden itself with these huge expenditures that it is unable to meet. So we are going to provide you with all your infrastructure, with the private sector leading the way and government supporting it. Thank you very, very much.